Hi guys, it's Liliana the Magnificent back at ya with a new short series called So You Haven't Played FoE Since 2023. Well, maybe it hasn't been exactly since year 2023 for you. Maybe it's been a few years more, maybe it's been a few years less. But if you're anything like me and you haven't played Forge of Empires in about 2 years, there has been so many drastic changes in this game that it's hard to kind of know where to start and how to keep up. And I swear, I'm discovering something new every single day. Some of these changes have been pretty like in your face, blatant, and some of them are a little bit more like, interesting discussion points that, you're kind of hearing some of the players talking about. Well, this very first one is actually an exciting one for me. It stemmed from a conversation that I had with a player that also started playing Forge of Empires again a few months ago. Oops, not in hidden. We're going to go into favorites. And this is from Ranger. I've played with him for quite a few years. I think he subscribed to my channel at one point. But we had this discussion back pretty quickly when I started the game. So you can see this was on the 21st of December, and I started around like the 19th, 20th. And he was one of the very first ones that like I started to have a conversation with, and that I think I helped, which, that's me. I like to be a helper. Since then, I have actually had the same exact discussion with two other established Forge of Empires players. And the question that I'm going to ask is, does happiness or enthusiasm really even matter anymore? I'll let you be the deciding factor in that, but based on this discussion, we'll see. So Ranger here was telling me that he was redoing his city and his biggest issue is keeping it enthusiastic. I've had this discussion now with Brave, one of the ones that actually brought me back into the game, and one other one. And so I was like, wow, he was talking about putting all these new special event buildings, like this little elfy nog shop in his city. And look at this, it like decreases the happiness like crazy because it's adding so much population, and none of these special event buildings even normally really have happiness, I'm kind of seeing. So as I'm hearing him talk, I'm, find it really funny that we're even having this discussion. But then, little me, outsider, third party representative here who is thinking about it, I ask, in terms of productivity, productivity, missed a little sound there. Would it really even impact your city if it went unhappy? And we're talking like red unhappiness. I said, what buildings do you have in your city that would even be impacted? And I said, maybe those special event buildings outweigh even the mattering of enthusiasm. So he's trying to figure this out. And my gut initially said standard buildings. So we're talking normal buildings that you're getting from this little build mode would be the ones that would be impacted. So we're saying you're having coin production buildings, supplies production buildings, and also sometimes those good production buildings that are actually like of your era that you produce from your goods menu could be impacted by happiness, potentially, but mostly it's just the coins and supplies. And why I say goods is because you need coins and supplies to make the goods buildings. But here's the thing, all of these special event buildings that we have set amounts given to you. So let's look around here. So like, for instance, we look at this one, your attack, your defense boosts, and these forge points and medals do not change. The only thing that changes with some of these is you can see that little star is if they are motivated by someone from your friends list, your neighborhood, or your guild. And that's with a lot of these. So if we kind of just look an overview of my city, you can see how many of these require motivations or stars to get those secondary secondary rewards. Nothing in any of these special event buildings say that you need happiness or enthusiasm. Never in my million years when I first started playing, I've always been gold. I am now down to green. I am not enthusiastic in my city. I am honestly taking the stance that you could let your city go completely red angry. And if you are not caring about cycling your city, that's using your CF, and cycling using your Fnord and your Sprink and your, oh gosh, I can't even say it, the Raleigh quests. If you don't really care about having the max amount of coins and supplies being generated, using your CF, that's where, I don't know, guys, I'm still getting used to where my city is. Oh, here it is. Here's your CF. If you don't care about that cycling, which I'm finding a lot of players do not, it doesn't matter at all. But if it does super matter to you, let's just kind of do a little compare contrast right now to a couple of my buildings. So we're just looking at the coin production output. So yes, my coin production is a little bit less on some of my special event buildings. So like this is 1358208. Let's look at this one right here. My House of Wolf is about 652. This is just with it being green. If you really care about your city being enthusiastic, you can always pop into your Tavern shop, which we will do because it doesn't really matter right now. If I activate any other boosts and we scroll down to enthusiasm, you can actually make your city enthusiastic for 4 hours, collect your city, do your cycling, and be done with it. So let's activate it. And let's see what that coin production even value inputted up to. So here's my gold up here. Now my city's happy. Yay, they love me. They don't want to behead me. They're not going to throw up mutiny, which they weren't. Maybe if they were in red. But let's see. So you guys, this was not that big of a difference. Maybe a couple 10,000-ish? Couple, maybe, well, not 10,000, but a couple, what do you call it? Tens of thousands increase on this one. And we go back and we look at our House of Wolf, we're looking at about the same thing. So really, truly, even using this boost doesn't necessarily matter. But if it really does and you want to get the max amount of cycles possible, then that's what you're going to do. But I would like to propose the debate to all of you. Does happiness matter? And then my stance is no. I also think Forge of Empires, I know team is trying to make things not obsolete in the game anymore. And I know on Matt's community letter, end of year community letter, he did not say anything about the impact of happiness. And right now, I think it's null and void. So I'd like to hear what you guys think. Let me know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and there's going to be more in this short series, some even shorter than this one, but this one is more of a discussion point. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you all are well. Bye, guys.